everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a collab video that I am participating in with Kim over at Free to Frugal. If you guys don't know about her channel yet, I'm gonna leave her link to her channel as well as to the collab video that she's doing down below. Honestly, y'all, I love Kim. She is not only a really good channel here on YouTube, but she's also a really good friend of mine. Her and I chat all the time. We have a lot of similarities, and her content is just great. So if you like all of the stuff that I post on my channel, you're definitely gonna like her. She's just one of those people that you wanna be like. She's really positive. She's got really great goals. I could go on and on, but just go check her out. Trust me, you won't regret it. The topic for today's collab is ways to declutter your life. I don't know about you guys, but I am the type of person that I function best when my life is not so cluttered, especially now that I'm a mom to newborn twins and of course my 6-year-old, so I'm a mom of 3. I desperately need organization. I need certain systems in place every single day where I can just function, and in order for me to do that, I need to not have so much clutter. So there are about 5 things that I try to practice every single day to help me keep my home decluttered, my life decluttered. So I'm gonna go ahead and share all those tips with you guys. So my first tip is to always make sure that your laundry is clean. I have a tendency sometimes of obviously falling behind on laundry. We've all done that. But whenever I do that and I see all the laundry piled up, it just kind of drives me crazy. So every morning I try to make it a habit of just getting the laundry started. Another bad habit that I have, as you can see here, is I pile stuff on top of the washer and dryer just because I'm taking out the dryer and I'm folding it and setting it on top. So just try to clear off spaces like that in your home if you have a tendency to do the same thing. Another bad habit is I don't really complete the laundry. I fold it, I put it in laundry baskets, and that's where it lives until you have to grab whatever you need. So try to empty out laundry baskets and have that be the goal. So my second tip is if you have a space in your house, it's kind of your catch-all space, which as you can see here for us, it's our bar in our kitchen. Try to at least once a day go through that space and just clear it off entirely. As you can see here, I'm throwing away trash, I'm putting stuff away like in our junk drawer, which is another area I need to work in. But I try to just clear off the bar entirely and then wipe it down. That way it's just really nice and it's clean, and it just makes me feel better when I look into the kitchen and I don't see any of this stuff just piled up on the bar. Now, the next area, which this is so tip number 2, is the kitchen sink. Now, obviously, as you can see here, I've got like 1,000 bottles in the sink, and that's just because this is from the night before with feedings and everything. I try to just have an empty sink all day long, because if I look over and I see a bunch of stuff and like dishes and stuff in the sink, it just drives me insane. So I try to make it a habit at least 18 times a day to go over to the sink, obviously empty it out and make sure there's nothing in the sink. And then my favorite part is what you see here, which is me scrubbing down the sink. Typically little pieces of food particles get stuck to the side, like water, dry water spots. By scrubbing it down, it just makes it like extra clean. It's my favorite part. Make sure everything is wiped down nice and neat. Oh, doesn't that look great? Now, my third tip is to try to not leave clutter in your car. Now, this is really hard, especially when you have kids, because typically the only time that you are thinking about cleaning out your car is when you're actually sitting in it. And whenever you get home, people tend to bail and they just get out of the car and go inside. And so I try to do at least once a day, go and just take stuff out, make sure it's completely clean and I don't leave extra clutter. Now, my fourth tip is to try to have a minimalistic wardrobe. Now, this is just something personally that makes me feel good, is I don't like having clothes in my rotation that I just don't wear. So I try to at least once a week go through my clothing and see if there's anything that I can get rid of, donate. It just makes me feel good to look in my closet and just not see that much stuff. I know girls typically like clothing options. It just kind of drives me crazy to have stuff in there that I don't wear. Okay, did you really think you would get through one of my videos without me talking about Dave Ramsey? Of course, surprise, surprise, we're going to talk about Dave Ramsey and everything that I have learned from him. So this is obviously my most favorite tip because I honestly feel like being debt-free has just simplified our life so much. When I think back at the debt that we had and all the bills that we had and just having to keep up with that, and honestly just living paycheck to paycheck, it's a lot. You know, it's a lot of stuff to deal with. It's a lot to organize and keep up with. And just not having that debt anymore has just really freed up so much time and just peace of mind. And I just don't have to think about that kind of stuff as much anymore. Like, I used to always think about money. I would always think about what bill was due and when that was going to be coming out of our bank account and when we were going to get paid. And it was just honestly so much clutter in my head that I just couldn't stand it. And I think that was kind of one of the things that drove us to, you know, cleaning up our finances. Like, I just couldn't stand having to deal with that anymore. And so, of course, it's something I'm going to talk about. So I'm going to leave the link to the Total Money Makeover down below. This book changed my life. This helped me declutter my brain and my life more than any of these other tips that I showed you. So definitely go check out, of course, Dave Ramsey and the debt-free lifestyle that he promotes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, please go check out and subscribe to Kim. She's an awesome channel here on YouTube. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.